So, what are some words that narcissists hate? When I say hate, I'm talking about a raw, seething hatred. Words narcissists loathe. They cannot stand to hear. They hate the fact that these words even exist in the dictionary. That's what we're talking about today, y'all. Words narcissists hate. If you're new here, my name is Lee Hammock. I'm a diagnosed narcissist, and I give you an inside look at the mind of a toxic narcissistic person. And we're gonna hop right into it today, y'all. Words narcissists hate. I wrote these words down, and today's mic holder is a fork. Holding with a fork. I can easily attach it to my shirt, y'all, but I like holding it. It just makes me feel like I'm doing an interview. But yes, the very first word. I'm gonna say this is probably the number one word that narcissists hate right here. The number one word that narcissists hate. I'm gonna what do you think? I want you right here to take 5 seconds, write it in the comment section right now what you think the number one word that narcissists hate is. Go. You ready? Okay. No. N-O. Now narcissists hate all of these words damn near equally, right? One A, one B, one C, one D, one E, whatever, right? But the word no, narcissists cannot. This word right here, it's what you want to set a narcissist off. You want to see who they really are in the beginning of the relationship. Use the word no. I promise you, most times narcissistic people will reveal their true selves and who they actually are, and what they're actually after once they use the word no. I promise you. Once you use the word no, once the word no is introduced into your relationship, I promise you, they will find a way. They will find a way right here to reveal the mask will come off. If they've been wearing a mask, it will come off. Right? It absolutely will. Just because how narcissistic people work. We can't hold it in. We hate hearing the word no. No makes us feel like you're in control. Somebody telling us the word no makes us feel like we have no power, we have no control over the situation that we're currently in. So use the word no, use it effectively, use it efficiently. And I promise you, the narcissistic person or people in your life will reveal themselves. I promise you, this is one of the words that narcissists cannot stand. You want to make a narcissist change colors like a chameleon right in front of you? Say no to them. Make them feel rejected. Because no, the word no introduces so much shame and rejection into a narcissist's life. It just cannot handle it. It's like an overload. You overload them with shame when you use the word no. You overload them with the fact that they really are not in control of the situation. You are. So use the word no and use it effectively. The next word is boundaries. Boy. B is not for boy. B is for boundaries. Seriously. It's like the narcissistic alphabet. That'd be a good video, wouldn't it? If I could find a letter for each. If I could find a letter. Y'all see if I be coming up with video ideas when I'm talking to y'all. If I could find a letter for each word for each letter, I'll do it. I'll do the narcissistic alphabet. But B is for boundaries, because narcissists absolutely cannot stand the word boundaries. Yeah, if you set boundaries early on, you'll see that again. It's just like saying the word no. If you set boundaries early on, you'll see who the narcissistic people are. You'll see who the people are that cannot stand boundaries, who don't respect your boundaries. You will see that. Yeah. Boundaries are much more difficult to set later on in the relationship. I'm not saying that you can't set them. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying when you try to set a boundary later on in a relationship, it becomes a lot more difficult because that person is this person already thinks that they have how the relationship is going to work. They already think they have it figured out, so they don't think you have any kind of power or control in this situation, right? So boundaries are words that narcissists hate. If you say respect my boundaries, boy, you might see a narcissist turn into a damn hobgoblin right in front of your face if you use the word boundaries in front of them, because they cannot stand it. Because boundaries mean that you are in charge. Boundaries mean that you are empowered in this situation. That's what boundaries mean. So boundaries. The B word that narcissists hate is boundaries, right? The next word that narcissists hate, a lot of narcissists hate, is therapy. Yeah, I was trying to guess the words. Guess them. Therapy. How many words I got left? 1, 2, 3. All right, 3 more words left after this. So it's what, 6 words? Even number. Therapy. Bringing up the word therapy in a relationship with a narcissist can a lot of times reveal their true character again. You will see how they truly feel, right? Because a lot of narcissists don't believe in therapy. They'll just tell you straight up, I don't believe in therapy. Or they've tried therapy before and it didn't work. Or they think therapy is for stupid people, or they think you should go to therapy, right? That's how they justify a lot of their actions and behaviors. They think that you should go to therapy. If you bring up the word therapy, they will take it as an insult, because therapy means, and to a narcissist, therapy means that something is wrong. And narcissistic people don't like to acknowledge things that are wrong with us, right? So if you tell us we need to go to therapy, that's you telling us that we are imperfect people, that something is wrong with us, that we need to be fixed. You see? You see how that just works right there? You telling us that therapy, we need therapy, just means that we need to be fixed or worked on or something like that. And it's just that just doesn't float with most narcissists, right? It just doesn't fly with most narcissistic people, because that's the workings of a mind of a narcissist, right? We just don't like being told that we need to go to therapy, or just introducing therapy. Can we go to therapy together? Can we do couples therapy? You see what I'm saying? Therapy is just one of those no words when you're dealing with a manipulator or just a toxic, abusive, narcissistic person. The word therapy, you bring up therapy, you will see the real version of them, and you see how they really feel about therapy. But also, therapy, this is one of those words that narcissists hate until they get a chance to use it against you, right? They'll hate therapy until they can get an opportunity to bring up therapy, telling you that you need to go to therapy, right? Unless they can throw it against you, right? They'll hate the word therapy unless they can use it against you. The next word. The next word I have down is the word narcissist. Just literally, I wrote down the word narcissist, because narcissists hate the word narcissist. They hate being called narcissist. They hate the fact that the word narcissist exists. They hate that it's a buzzword. They hate that it's a personality disorder. They hate that it's an insult. They hate that it's a label. They hate everything about the word narcissist. They hate how many letters the word narcissist has. How many letters you got? 9. They hate this 9. Yeah, 9 letters. They hate this. Well, this is 9. Yeah, it's 9. No, it's 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 10. 10 letters. 10 letters, y'all. Sorry. I ain't got my glasses on. I can't really see the screen that far. I'll be 40 in like 3 weeks. So y'all should hit that subscribe button for my birthday. I'll be 40 on July 14th. So subscribe to the channel for my birthday gift. But yes, they hate the word narcissist unless they can use it against you, right? If you introduce the word narcissist to them, a lot of times they will throw it back at you. You're the narcissist. And let me tell you why. You don't respect my boundaries. You need to go to therapy. No, I don't want to be with you anymore. You see, they'll use all the words that they hate against you in succession sometimes, or they'll use the words that they hate in a complete sentence to insult you. So when you bring up therapy to a narcissist, that's why, or the word you call them a narcissist, you just open up their world to it, right? You open up the world to narcissist. You open up their eyes to it, and it doesn't mean that they're going to get better. It just means that they're going to start using it against you sometimes. It just means that they're going to weaponize it against you and try to find a way to hurt your feelings with it. So that's something that you could seriously consider right there. Narcissistic people, toxic people are going to weaponize it against you. The next word, gaslighting. I got one more word after this, y'all. Gaslighting. Narcissists hate the word gaslighting. And that's why I said, some of these words you should absolutely use against your use when you're dealing with a narcissist. You should definitely use the word no. You should definitely use the word boundaries and set boundaries. But when you start using the word therapy, narcissist, or gaslighting, those are words that they can use against you, right? I know you want to try to help the person that you're with, or their parent, or whoever it is. I understand that, right? But you got to be very careful with the words that you introduce to them. Because once you introduce the word gaslighting to them and you tell them, stop gaslighting me. You're gaslighting me. You're gaslighting. You leaking gas. You're gaslighting so much you're leaking gas. You see? When it gets into that type of situation right there, they started using and weaponized it against you. It's very difficult to make things happen. Right. So that's why I say you got to be very careful with the words that you're using with this narcissistic person, because they will absolutely, positively use it against you. That's how the minds of narcissists work. They will absolutely weaponize that type of stuff against you, hurt your feelings, and just try to drive you crazy with it. That's how it goes. That really is. So if you're dealing with a narcissist, I know they are gaslighting you. and you want to tell them what you want to tell them that you know that you're gaslighting them. But once you introduce it to them, they don't know what it means. They look it up and they try to come back to you. You're gaslighting me by using the word gaslight. You're gaslighting me by telling me that I'm gaslighting you. You're a gaslighter. I've been gaslit. Gaslight shirts. Their nickname for you is gonna be gaslighter. Gaslit. I've been gaslit. So they hate the word gaslighting until they can use it against you. The last word right here, y'all, is actually two words. It's a term. It's a phrase, right? I was going to use synthesis here. I was like, synthesis don't make sense. So I can use synthesis or phrases, but then I can do a whole nother video about that. These are just singular words, but I couldn't escape this word right here. The singular word right here is abuse, right? They hate the word abuse, but I wrote down emotional abuse. Because most narcissists don't believe that emotional abuse is abuse. They think that they think that the only thing that they can do to you is physically abuse you. They don't believe in emotional abuse, verbal abuse, anything outside of putting their hands on you. They don't think that that's abuse. So when you're dealing with a narcissist or toxic person, when you say you've been emotionally abusive, they might look at you and laugh or look at you and think you're stupid, right? Because they don't believe in emotional abuse. They just think emotional abuse is some made up term that people have used to try to self-victimize themselves nowadays, which happens. They will absolutely just say emotional abuse doesn't exist. Well, at least I didn't hit you. Ain't nobody emotionally abusing you. You're emotionally abusing me. Emotional abuser. What you talking about? All I did was yell at you. All I did was just up and down. Dude, all I did was trauma bond you to me. I ain't emotional abuse. There's narcissistic abuse doesn't exist. You see what I'm saying? They hate the word abuse, but especially emotional abuse because they don't believe in it. They don't think that it exists. You mean, what words did I miss, y'all? If you think I missed any words or you could add to the list, drop it in the comment section. Seriously, drop it in the comment section. Engage. Share this video out, y'all. We're so close to 500,000 people following the channel, which is kind of crazy. It's a good thing. I'm like, that's a good thing that 500,000 people follow me almost. But you know why you follow me. You see what I'm saying? It's not a good topic. Anyways, y'all, hit the subscribe button. Click one of the videos right here on the screen. YouTube thinks you'll like one of them or both of them, right? mentalhealness.net for my coaching, my courses, my one-on-ones, every single thing is at mentalhealness.net. And I will see you later. Peace.